The benefits of this lesson will help you create positive mental attitudes that will stay with you for the rest of your life. You might think that exercising your brain requires work, and you are right. I call the following activities brain builders. They represent the entire process of building new neural growth and new networks of neurons being constructed by your conscious choice to build them. If you want to develop new neurons and wire in more brain power, here are just a few examples of the kinds of things you should consider. Don't worry, you will get a full list of new activities to start with detailed explanations in the resource section of this lesson. You might start to learn to play a musical instrument or design a new tile pattern for the bathroom. You might join an astronomy club or master the Rubik's Cube or drive on a completely different road to a place you've never been before, or read Shakespeare, or learn to write with your other hand. What do all of those activities have in common? Each of them will rewire your brain. Each of them will inspire and grow your brain. If you were given the challenge to come up with 100 activities that would help you wire your brain, what would be the 3 most important activities for you? When choosing these brain builders, I suggest you have 3 things in your mind. That you actively participate with a highly focused interest in the activity over a period of time. That you repeat each new learned activity frequently and regularly. That you stay with it and keep doing it. Some thought patterns repeated frequently enough will create new neuron paths in days and others in weeks. How long it will take for you to wire your brain in positive new ways will depend in large part on how much attention you give it. Some wiring happens rapidly. Memorizing a 2-digit number and storing it for life can be done in a matter of minutes. Intently playing a high-action video game can change the neural wiring in your brain or your child's brain in a matter of a few hours. How long does it take to grow a garden? It depends on what you plant, how much nutrition and sunshine it receives, how nature works, and how much attention you give it. The popular ideas on the subject that it takes 21 days or 30 days or 66 days to rewire a new program into your brain are not the final answer. How long it takes to wire in a new neural pathway will depend on the importance of the message and the amount of mindfulness, decision, intention, focus, repetition, emotion, and belief that you commit to the new program. To get started, your first goal should be to work at the activities for no less than 90 days. By the end of the first short goal period, you should begin to see the kind of results that will keep you with it and go for more. Whatever your age, it's time to start using brain builders. Let me give you a personal example. Some years ago, I focused on the incredible opportunity each of us has to do many exciting new things, to find life endlessly more interesting, and to keep our brains functioning at a sharper, healthier level as a result. So as an example, one brain builder I decided to tackle was to learn to write with my right hand. I'm left-handed. I had wanted to learn pottery, so I decided to add taking formal pottery lessons to the list. I also decided to study the architecture of medieval European cathedrals and began practicing Kung Fu. The reason I chose each of these particular neuron builders was that each of them requires practice and dedication. Each of them offers rewards and positive gratification. And each of them is an ongoing challenge. You may do well, but you can always get closer to perfection. I had never written with my right hand, and every pen stroke would be a new neural experience in my brain. Formally learning pottery would tie hand, finger muscle coordination to neural pathways in my brain that had previously not been formed. I knew that learning the details of how medieval cathedrals were built would tax both my right brain imagination and my left brain detail and analytical thinking. Practicing Kung Fu is both a mental and physical practice that is excellent for general health as well as creating new brain cells. Now it's your turn. Start a list with about 20 new activities to practice. In the next lesson, you'll get the 7 requirements to consider when choosing the top 3 new activities. So, let's start.